my goodness. And there it is. Wow, get this in to go.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Bowl TV for continued coverage of the 2021 U.S. Women's Open. My name is Aaron Smith with Bowl TV and USBC Communications, and we are ready for the final qualifying round with the entire field in play. After this round, these final 8 games, we're going to cut to the top 24 over at Double Decker Lanes, Rohnert Park, California. And for the players advancing to the top 24, they're going to have a chance to take home $100,000. They can make it through match play, make it to the CBS Sports Network final, and win it all, take home the green jacket and a piece of history to go along with it. Our scores went up a little bit today, actually quite a bit today. Let's be honest. Round 2 was tough. Scores went way up, highlighted by Sherry Tan going absolutely crazy in that final round. She averaged more than 245 for her 8-game block, including She averaged 260 for her last 6 games. So she has built up a massive lead, plus 413. But the big thing we're going to be looking at throughout the course of the round today is what that cut number is going to be when it's all said and done. We suspect it to get to plus. At the moment, it is currently minus 21, but obviously A squad has their 8 games, or excuse me, B squad has their 8 games to go. So we're going to be crunching the numbers here today as we get closer and closer to determining who's going to be making this cut. On site at Double Decker Lanes, our competitors are ready to get going. So we're going to go to the lanes first here before we bring in part of the Bowl TV crew here on site in Rohnert Park, California. Let's bring him in. Emil Williams Jr. There he is.
Aaron Smith.
PWJ. What do you say?
Well, what I say is someone's going to be very happy today. Someone's going to be disappointed today. But we could see at least some similar scores. I don't know if we're going to see what Sherry Tan did. I don't know if we'll see that. And if we do, look, that will be impressive stuff. But we're going to, see the best do what they do in a situation where obviously we're cutting to the top 24. So it's cut day, it's cut night, and that in itself is always fun. Throw in the U.S. Women's Open, a few strikes to get out there, and obviously an opportunity in the future for a big prize check. And we'll get ourselves a good night, I think, planned ahead.
I'd have to agree with you. When you referred to Sherry's performance today, we said she averaged more than 245. That's plus 367 for the block. She went for her 8 games. And that was after a 209, 198 start. After that, 288, 257, 231, 279, 229, 279.
Yeah, she shot 279 twice.
And a 288.
And right. Yeah, it's unbelievable what she did. But it just goes to show, that type of score is possible. So that's the first thing. It's out there. Is someone going to repeat what she did? That's the question. Certainly, I'm not going to rule it out by any stretch because we've certainly had the players out here who are more than capable of producing that type of block. So it'll be a wait and see. But for some, it's going to come down to count, pin count, spare shooting, etc. There's already some players kind of waiting it out, so to speak. So as this block unfolds, we'll start to see that top 24 number really take shape, see who's going to be in and out, who's going to be sweating it out. We already know, or no, potentially, right? Potentially, if let me check the numbers here. No, we didn't have any ties, right? We thought we would have this morning, but is that right?
Yep, plus 4.
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Wendy Bater Jimenez and Sydney Brummett So that could be a big thing to be looking at a little bit later today. So are the scores going to continue to go up? It went from, we were at minus 53, I believe, to start competition today. So it moved all the way up to minus 21 during the first block. But we'll get to wait and see what B Squad has in store for us. As we do that, let's go full screen here. But Emil and I will be with you throughout the course of the day, along with Curtis Von Kruger. Jason Thomas might even sneak in for a little bit as well. And as we kick things off here, we wanted to start on 15 and 16, not because of, okay, that 7-pin got out of there. Good. We wanted to take a look at Brianna Cote, who's the overall leader after 2 rounds, and put up the top block on yesterday's 40-foot flat condition. So Bria's been pretty steady, if you will, through 2 rounds. She was 86 over on our 36-foot condition to start the tournament 2 days ago. 84 over on the flat condition yesterday. And now looking to see what she has on the 46-foot pattern being used here in the final round. She's going to be joined here today by Katie Jensen and Jazriel Tan. And then over on 13 and 14, that's actually the first competition pairs in play here at Double Decker Lanes. We see Shannon O'Keefe delivering the strike, Amber Wurz, and then Misaki Mukutani here on our featured pairs. But of course, on BowlTV.com, you can watch every pair in play. So we have pairing sheets available on PWBA.com and Bowl.com as well. So you can follow your favorite athlete around as they attempt to tackle this 46-foot pattern. Of course, on those websites, you can find the rosters, the topography reports, oil pattern, and most importantly, the standings. But taking a look at A Squad and what they were able to do and kind of the top competitors in the clubhouse at the moment. Sherry Tan overall plus 413. Liz Johnson, 6-time U.S. Women's Open champion, plus 225. Danielle McEwen. Talk about a nice finish today. 235, 248, 247, 237 to really make a big jump. She was minus entering competition today. She got all the way up to plus 150. The defending champion going to continue her title defense heading into the next 2 days. Taylor Baltice plus 115. Really nice tournament from Taylor so far. She's been super consistent across all 3 blocks. Valerie Bercier plus 101. Josie Barnes, a big day yesterday, set herself up for a big round today, all the way up to plus 91. Birgit Norreichs plus 84. Diana Zavyalova plus 75. And then this is where things get a little tricky. There's a bit of a gap after that for A Squad. We go from plus 75 with Diana Z all the way down to plus 13. Liz Culkin, the 2018 U.S. Women's Open champion. And then Wendy and Sydney, we mentioned them at plus 4, right underneath that. And then we get into the minus numbers. Maria Jose Rodriguez currently in the cut at the moment at minus 9. And then after that, those are the only players on A Squad within the top 24. Marissa Carey currently outside looking in at minus 24. Alexis Nyer had a nice little run at the end there to get to minus 34. Jillian Martin shot 255 the last game to get to minus 41. Shannon Sellens minus 47. But based off of what we've seen, we expect that minus 21 cut number to get closer to plus, if not into the plus, and maybe a little bit more. So you kind of got to think about Culkin, Wendy, and Sydney, plus 13, plus 4, and plus 4. Probably going to have a long couple of hours coming up here.
Yeah, well, that plus 4 is the one I think, and it could end up not being that close at all in one way or another. But when you know there's a tie already, it's already in the back of our minds. Like we might as well prepare, right? This could happen. I think for both players involved, if that were to happen, best case scenario is you get another game to get yourself into the number. It's interesting. I just went through that at a different event at the New Mexico Open. There was a tie for the 32nd spot. So I think that's on par for me. That's probably what's going to happen tonight, Aaron. I'm sorry.
Well, there would be some familiarity here if that actually was the case, Emil, because if you remember back to 2019,
yes, there was
a tie for advancing to the cashers round, I believe, and with one of those players also involved, Cindy Brummett.
Yeah, that's right. I don't remember who else was.
Verity Crawley.
How about
were the two? Let me just verify the round on that. Yep, that was to make the round of 36 last year. I believe Verity got the victory in that roll-off to advance to tournament proper. It was Verity, so potentially another long day and potentially an extra game a little bit later today, but obviously a long way to go. A lot can develop. Here in our final round.
It's out there from Mukatani. It's Katie Jensen.
Big hello to everybody saying hi in the Bowl TV chat.
Hello.
Great to see all you good folks once again, or hear from you at least, as we settle in for 8 more games here. For the folks who are tuned in right now on Facebook and YouTube, got a couple hundred tuned in over there. This is a friendly reminder that we will be live on those platforms only for game number 1. So after that, if you want to continue to watch, obviously the rest of qualifying here today, another qualifying round tomorrow morning before we get into match play. 1 round tomorrow and 2 on Monday. You got to pick up a subscription to bowltv.com. You can pick up an event ticket to watch the rest of qualifying and match play, $8.95. You can pick up a monthly recurring subscription, $1 more, $9.95, which gets you access not only to the live event coverage, but also all archived events in case you missed anything along the way, and the on-demand content as well. And then finally, the annual recurring subscription, the best way to support the PWBA Tour, $79.95 for that. Transaction fees do apply for all 3. If you're looking ahead on the Bowl TV schedule, wondering what is coming up next, a pair of top-tier senior events going to be taking place in Las Vegas September 9th through the 19th. Kick things off with the Super Senior Classic for bowlers age 60 and older. Fun couple days there at Sam's Town before we get into the USBC Senior Masters exclusively on bowltv.com. A major on the PBA 50 Tour. Get to see all the legends of the game. The Norm Dukes, the Pete Webbers, the Walter Rays, even the Chris Barnes and Tom Hesses nowadays. I haven't seen my main man, Eugene McCune.
He's been lighting it up.
He certainly has, folks. All that coming up on Bowl TV in the next couple of weeks. Matt Cannizzaro and I will be out in Las Vegas for the excitement from Sam's Town. September 9th through the 19th. A shot there from Bree. She was kind enough to join us on the broadcast for a little bit during the second squad yesterday, talking about her experiences here so far, the importance of spare shooting. And a little bit more, including a fun story of when she heard about the news about the return of TV here, the CBS Sports Network, for the finals of the U.S. Women's Open, and the $100,000 top prize. It's actually getting ready to take off on a flight, along with Maria Jose Rodriguez and Nathan Bohr. And all of a sudden, Nathan started saying, "Hey, you really should check your phone right now. Some big news." So that probably made for a pretty awesome flight, not going to lie.
I mean, I think so. You get to you learn that the event you're about to go to, which is a major, increase the prize fund, especially the first place check by $80,000. Yeah, I think nothing could derail that flight for the rest of the time. You're nothing.
Got a nice start here from Misaki Mukutani. Player on the outside looking in, heading into today, but based off of the scoring pace we've seen out here, definitely within reach. Starting off today at -94. So some of the players on B squad who are in pretty good shape heading into competition today. We mentioned Kote at +170, Daria Payuk at +123, Stephanie Johnson +88, Shayna Ung +75, Lindsay Boomershine, Missy Parkin +39, +34 respectively, Stephanie Zavala +28. Those are players plus on B squad. They got Jordan Richard -14, Clara Guerrero -14, Shannon O'Keefe -17, Jen Higgins -21, all starting this round within the cut numbers. So they can continue to move on. Players on the outside looking in to start: Elise Bolton -52, New Wei Finn -54, Shannon Pluhowski -57, Shalyn Zolkeefly -75, and Deandra Aspady, one of just 9 players yesterday to go plus on the 40-foot condition, -91. Brianna Clemmer -92. Misaki -94. And then Rocio Restrepo and Daphne Tan both at -118. We're watching Jazzy Tan right now. She's at -133. And then Verity Crawley, -139. Arguably the biggest run of the day in the opening block, courtesy of Kelly Kulik, who got within 1 pin of the cut during that round. Unfortunately, lost a little steam at the end in her final 2 games, ended up at -81. But Kelly was making a run after finding herself in 51st place after 2 rounds. Gotta give a tip of the hat to the 17-year-old standout as well, Jillian Martin, who was in a similar situation, pretty far back going into things today. He went 200 over in that final block to get to -41, but not looking to be enough based on everything we've kind of been seeing here today.
It was unfortunate what we saw at the end of that round. And you never know when it could happen, and it certainly didn't seem like it would happen because the trajectory was going so well. Every pair seemed like it was going to be a good one for Kelly, and I think it was 25 and 26 in Game 7. And on this, all it takes is a couple of frames, especially when you're trying to make that type of run. Generally speaking, getting off to a good start in every game is what happens. She had been doing that. And I don't remember, but I don't think she got her first strike until maybe the fourth, fifth frame, something like that. A couple splits in that. Got the 4-9 late, ended up making it, but only get to 171. Even more, or even tougher, probably is. I think Kelly overall had a really good season, especially in comparison to how she's been feeling in previous years on tour. Obviously, a win just on the show again last week, and has had a few opportunities. So, yeah, you feel like you just knew Kelly was going to be in the top 24, no matter obviously the way she started the first two blocks. But unfortunately, it did not work out that way today.
Cote looking for one more here to set up her 10th. .245 still out there for the two-time PWBA Tour champion.
She can have a Sherry 10 type of day. When we talked to her yesterday, I was, partly joking, but definitely serious. Talking about, we were talking about our spare game, but I mentioned, she definitely knows and is used to striking a lot. And so she has a propensity to strike when she gets them going, because she's also very good at repeating and doesn't have to do too much with the bowling ball. I mean, it's very easy for her to get from A to B.
Speaking of Bree and striking, yeah, she's been known to toss a couple from time to time, including in just normal league play. I believe both of those were in league back in the 2009-2010 season. Won the USBC National Female High Series Award. Nice little 861. And then added on to it in 2014 with an 879 series.
I think we talked either yesterday and probably the day or 2 days before. When did we start the tournament? What's today? Saturday?
Today's Saturday. Yep. We started Thursday, technically.
Thursday, I think we had a chat conversation about high games, high series. I think in here 879, and I think, still trying to get to 800.
Still time, my friend. Sunday Night League starting up soon.
Oh, it's happening. Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon. What kind of time are we talking about here?
Not the best time.
This could be prime Bears time.
It's actually the worst time.
Mm.
Yeah, the worst time. 8 pins indeed, Jennifer. Yes, JP. I just tried to overlook it so I wouldn't get upset about it. Talking about the 8 pin. But yes, it is. We will have to discuss the Bears via text like normal, but I probably won't really watch the whole game, which probably is a good thing.
That's the second time we've seen Shannon kind of stop a shot like that. That's a second 7-10 for Cote there. But we saw O'Keefe pull up not quite like, or actually more so than that one, a day or two ago, where she was basically decided to not let go right at the line. Going to reset after that 8 pin. Going to be in the two teams here, so moving in the right direction. Going to be pretty close to plus. 211 for Cote final tally. Jazriel Tan 224.
We had a couple people in the chat earlier notice the propensity of pocket 7-10s this morning and into the afternoon. So that's something to kind of still keep in mind. Could see several of those today. We saw one with 3. I think Beer Get may have had 2 or 3 in one game. Something else to keep in mind also. Obviously, Sherry Tan was exceptional today. And but she's left-handed, which means that and Angie had a few good games today as well. And so keep an eye on Shannon Puhowski and how she rebounds from yesterday's 40-foot flat as well.
O'Keefe now will get to -2. And Jazriel Tan, that 224, can start chipping away at the difference here, trying to make a run. She was at -133. So she'll get to -109 here. Seven left to go. All right, everybody, that is going to wrap up game 1 here. B squad, round 3 of qualifying at the 2021 U.S. Women's Open. For those of you watching on Bold TV, we're going to take just a quick reset here as we get ready for game 2 upcoming. For the folks watching on Facebook and YouTube, we certainly appreciate you swinging on by, checking out the action here from game number 1. If you'd like to continue doing today and the rest of the week leading up to the CBS Sports Network Finals on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, got to head over to boldtv.com, pick up a subscription, and join the fun, join the community. We have a good time out here. Bold TV chat, the place to be. And giveaways as well. That's right. Every round here this week, going to have a giveaway, including looking ahead to match play, a bowling ball, brand new bowling ball. One each round will be up for grabs, so you don't want to miss that. But the only way you can check that out and win is by becoming a member of the Bold TV community. So we hope to see you there. But right now, going to take a quick break. We'll be back for game 2, final round of qualifying here at the 2021 U.S. Women's Open. Competitors moving just one pair to the right here for game 2. So we'll see Amber Wurz, Shannon O'Keefe, and Misaki Mukutani one more time. Coming over from 35 and 36, however, Johanna Puentes, Shalyn Zolkifli, and Rocio Restrepo. Brianna Cote, Jazriel Tan, and Katie Jensen moved to 17 and 18, along with Ashley Galante, New Wei Finn, and Elise Bolton on 19 and 20. On our 21 to 24 channel, you'll find Stephanie Johnson, Shayna Ung, Maria Balanova, Daphne Tan, Christy Leong, and Deandra Asbeatty. On 25 through 28, Karen Adolphson, Lindsay Boomershine, Missy Parkin, along with Annalise O'Brien, Jordan Richard, and Brianna Clemmer. 29 through 32, Roberta Van and Jennifer Hokersack, Shannon Pluhowski, Summer Jasmine, AJ Schock, and Daria Payuk. Then on 33 through 36, Crystal Elliott, Stephanie Zavala, Clara Guerrero, Sapphire Nofuente, Jen Higgins, and Verity Crawley. For those of you just tuning in for the first time, curious about the format here at the U.S. Women's Open. This year's event starting with 71 competitors who, after the conclusion of today's round, will have all bowled 24 games across 3 different oil patterns. And from there, we will cut to the top 24 players overall. So that's the cut number we're talking about. The number crunching we're going to do today is going to be based on that. Only 24 players will be advancing on for the next 32 games. So with our 24 determined by the end of the day today, we'll come back tomorrow, bowl 8 more games on a 4th oil pattern. And then after that block, we will move into round-robin match play. We'll have 1 round tomorrow night, 8 games, and then 2 8-game rounds on Monday. And by the time that is all said and done, our competitors, our 24 advancers, will have bowled 56 games across 4 challenging oil patterns, with total pinfall and bonus pins in match play. You get 30 for a win, 15 for a tie. If you happen to lose your match, you don't get any bonus pins. But pinfall totals for 56 games and bonus pins for match play will determine the top 5 for the stepladder finals, which are taking place on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern on CBS Sports Network. To go along with the TV finals, a record-setting payday as well to the champion of the 2021 event. $100,000 to this year's winner. Not only the highest purse in the history of professional women's bowling, but also the first 6-figure payday to a tournament champion for winning an event. Runner-up will receive $50,000, third place $25,000, fourth place $15,000, and fifth place $12,000. Part of a $275,000 plus overall prize fund. So that's what we're learning here. That's what we're breaking down. Getting down to 24, getting down to 5, eventually getting down to 1 player out here. It's going to be taking home the green jacket, the Eagle Trophy, and a nice little 6-figure payday. We do have a score update available for you, good folks. After game number 1 for B Squad, 17 games overall. Brianna Cote, plus 181, continues to lead the way on the squad. She's 3rd overall at the moment. Daria Payuk up to plus 132. Shayna Ung, plus 87. Stephanie Johnson, plus 80. Stephanie Zavala, plus 59. Missy Parkin, plus 50. Lindsay Boomershine, plus 31. Those are the players plus so far on B Squad. Shannon O'Keefe nearly there. She's at minus 2. Jordan Richard, minus 10. Shannon Pluhowski, 235 in the opener. She's up to minus 22 now. The current cut, minus 24, so dropped a spot. Currently, Marissa Carey and Clara Guerrero tied at minus 24, but Clara bowling on the squad. Jen Higgins, minus 37. Brianna Clemmer, 248 in game 1. Now at minus 44. Daphne Tan, 238 to get to minus 80. Elise Bolton, minus 81. Deandra Asbeatty, minus 84. Shalyn Zulkifli, minus 88. Misaki Mukutani, now at minus 95. Niwei Fen, minus 105. Jezreel Tan, minus 109. And then Verity Crawley, minus 133. Rocio at minus 134, but off to a nice start here. And to add one more, make it 4 in a row. A quick look around the house. Maria Balanova off to a nice start over on 21 and 22. Started with the front five before a 10-pin in the sixth frame, looking to run that down. Missy Parkin, spare five-bagger over on 25 and 26. 27-28, looking like a pretty nice pair right now between Brianna Clemmer, Annalise O'Brien, and Jordan Richard. Bunch of strikes up there. And something brewing on 35 and 36. I won't say what it is, but I feel we should all be very excited if it continues. Folks, I'm not going to lie. We're in switching channel territory here. We're going to head over to 35 and 36 here after Rocio's shot. Take a look in at Sapphire No Fuente. So everybody hang tight. Take a look at the schedule as we make the switch. Sapphire's going to be up on lane 36 in a moment. She's crossing with Jen Higgins and Verity Crawley. Verity can put up 258 this game. Clara Guerrero, Crystal Elliott, and Stephanie Zavala over on 33 and 34. Sapphire, far right of your screen. And unfortunately, that one right of target does not make it all the way back. Stephanie Zavala getting the hit. All right, folks, let me hear it. Go ahead. I'm the only one here right now. Great start, though, to the day here for Sapphire. Again, we've talked about her quite a bit, being one of the young competitors out here trying their hand at the U.S. Women's Open. .207 in game number 1 here. Still got a chance for 277. Faraday unable to get that first hit in the 10th. .238 her max score now, which would get her to less than minus 100. Be minus 95. Clara looking to put up a number here. Currently right at the number, but 269 available. Jen Higgins going to be in the 2 teens. Emil Williams Jr. conveniently back right after he was free and clear of the clouding. Sapphire No Fuente.
Well, I'd like to think it wasn't me. I was in the vicinity, though. In fact, we all were. So maybe by default.
It's all right. I took the brunt of it. So,
all right. We appreciate you, Aaron, putting your neck out there for us.
Got to give the people what they want.
We get the people. What?
Oh,
hey.
we didn't want that.
We did not.
Some nice scores all around here on these pairs on the high end of the playing field. There's Clara. Now into the 250s. .253 for Sapphire, leading the way on 35 and 36. .232, Stephanie Zavala, late string of strikes starting in frame 6. Crystal Elliott can get to .204. Clara Guerrero. Thinking 260s. Gonna have the fast 8 though. 257 with the spare. Can move to plus 33.
Have you talked about the Missy Parkins game, Aaron?
I mentioned it a little bit earlier that she had been putting up some strikes Have not gotten back to how she wrapped up.
Well,
She's still striking, apparently.
yes. Got the first one in the 10th.
What pair is that?
It's on 25 and 26.
Head over there for her final few shots. Lindsay Boomershine, 219. Annalise O'Brien, 236. Brianna Clemmer, 212. Jordan Richard, that's 245 still out there. That one's on you, Emil.
Come on, man. Shannon Blahowski is I forgot what she thought the first game, but I want to say 235. I think she's got back-to-back 235s.
Yeah, she was in the 230s, specifically 235. Yep, she was at minus 22. So if that's the case, she'll be moving to the right side of plus. Good place to be this early in the block. Karen going to wrap things up here. Can get to 183. Saw a question there about Shannon O'Keefe, 218 this game. So she is officially plus as well. Johanna Puentes, who started off with the front six, can get into the 240s. Elise Bolton, 247. She's right in the mix of making a run at this cut. Maria Balanova, 248. Pretty much everything just getting ready to wrap up, though, here.
Yeah, there's just a few shots remaining on 15 and 16. As Amber finishing things up, the local player. And Cote just finished up as well. And Stephanie Johnson will be finishing up in just a few seconds. Phil shot.
Well, folks, while we have this opportunity, Emil brought up a pretty cool point during our first block today. So I'd like to hear it from you. Emil talked about how cool it was getting to bowl in the same league as Liz Johnson for a couple of weeks, which is arguably one of the coolest things ever. Shout out, E, doing cool things like that. So I would like to hear from the folks in the chat. Have you had the opportunity to bowl league, whether it's in the same league or maybe even on the same team as a as a professional bowler. Who's in your area that's made some waves on the national scene like that? My guy is Eugene McEwen. That's my name drop. Had Charlie Tapp for a quick minute or two when he was up in the area, working the pro shop at Olympia. Shout out to Charlie. That's a great individual right there, Charlie Tapp. Helping out the collegiate bowling scene at Aquinas in Michigan. Since moving here to Texas, Stephanie Johnson got to bowl the same league as Steph. That was pretty cool. CJ was there as well. Excitement over at Cowtown Bowling Palace. That was fun. Got some names rolling in already. Jennifer with Giselle Paz. Kayleen back in the chat. Hello again, Kayleen. Rhino Page, Ramon, against Josie Barnes. Robert, Jerry Edwards. Very nice. Jerry's pretty awesome. Alexander also bowled in a league with Liz Johnson when she was in Illinois. Rod. Very cool. Dropping Glenn Allison. That's pretty fantastic. Sean's got Adam Barta. Barta's a good dude. I like Adam. He can be a pest though when he's leading an event at the Open Championships. I like to send a lot of text messages. People are threatening for leaves or for the lead. All kidding aside, Adam's one of the great ambassadors of the sport of bowling. So shout out to Adam, the whole family over there.
This is a really good question, Aaron. Don's got answers.
Continuing to roll in. I mean, I think that's the cool part about bowling as well, is that there really is that awesome opportunity to be able to have those type of interactions in the local tournament and the local league. Keep them coming. Some great trips down memory lane as well here. See Jeannie Nacarado up there. From Sakura. Jeannie, one of my all-time favorites. Not going to lie. Emil, you mentioned Shan Pluhowski off to a nice start, right?
Yeah, 235, 235.
Let's go take a peek at what she's up to here in game 3. Looks like she's over on 13 through 16. There is Shannon after an early double. Picks up the 3-6.
Tabitha has just really been name dropping here. I was trying not to throw her business out there in the street, but she threw out Steph J at a ball demo, and then she said Steph knew her name, knew Tabitha's name. And she said she bowls a few events, tournaments with Michael Holloman. Now she's saying she bowled against Josie Barnes and her team in the trio, and Tabitha's team won. Okay, Tabitha. Was this recent, though? The tournament you were referencing? Yeah. That's pretty cool, Billy. Jen Holgerstack's one of my favorite people, actually, on the tour. I always think her story is just so great.
On cue, a great conversion there.
Indeed.
Is this the... I just noticed Shannon's jersey.
Oh, it's dope. It's incredible. By far one of my favorites I've ever seen on tour.
What's that called? Find a word? Is that what we're doing there?
Essentially word search.
Word search?
But yes, her jersey is a word search, basically. With Pluhowski in yellow going diagonally. There's a picture of, I think, I know I saw Autumn. I may have seen Chris up top there near the shoulders, the back of the jersey.
Jersey game, next level. Let's go.
They're being stepped up. Someone had dropped some good info about who they bowled with in PFW. I think they mentioned Dell and Paul, and Ron. As Aaron was mentioning when he started the convo, but specifically PFW, I feel like anywhere you go on any given night, you may find a current or former professional.
Even the occasional Wednesday league night.
Indeed.
A non-professional, but an Aaron Smith sighting.
Well, that's the one you want to be in.
Well, yeah, because you know you're probably going to be able to actually win some money.
No. It's just about the experience. Who wouldn't want to bowl with you in the league, Aaron? Seriously. That's an experience, man. You ought to be selling that.
Did have a mention in the chat about some strikes adding up here in the early going. Got Daphne Tan looking for 6 in a row to start over on 33 and 34. Stephanie Zavala just connected for the front 7 on 19 and 20s. Daria Payuk had the front 5. Summer Jasmine, the front 4. Do have a score update available after 2 games here in B Squad, 18 games overall. Brianna Cote continuing to lead the way, plus 185 for the squad. Daria Payuk, plus 148. Missy Parkin, 267 last game. All the way up to plus 117. Stephanie Zavala, strong start and looking to add on to it. 231, 232. Now with their front 7, she's at plus 91. Shayna Ung, plus 78. Stephanie Johnson, plus 78. Lindsay Boomershine, plus 50. Clara Guerrero, plus 33. Jordan Richard, plus 24. Shannon O'Keefe, plus 16. Shannon Pluhowski, plus 13 with those back-to-back 235s. And she's looking to surpass that here on her current pace. The cut now, minus 9. Jen Higgins, minus 23. Brianna Clemmer, minus 32. Elise Bolton, minus 34. Shalyn Zolkeefly, minus 43. Daphne Tan, minus 64. Deandra at minus 78. Masaki, minus 80. Verity Crawley and New Wave Fenn now at minus 97. Maria Bolanova, minus 98. Shannon with another one. 7 out of 8, 278 out there.
Had a good, good story here about Shannon Pluhowski. So she just got married to now Carrie Pluhowski, her wife, and they had reached out. Or no, I reached out to them. Hadn't seen them in a while. I think it was early March-ish this year, just to give them some congrats. They were announcing their wedding party at this point, starting to on social media, which was cool. So I just reached out, and they thanks and all that, our pleasantries, right? How's everyone doing? And then Carrie asked, "Hey, would you be able to potentially DJ our wedding?" And I'm like, I don't have those skills necessarily, at least not yet. Yeah, I probably could do it, but can't mess up the wedding DJ gig. Like, that's an important gig. And so I'm like, no, but I could, if you wanted to. I could voice your wedding party introductions, but I don't want the DJ to be upset at me or whatever. And she said, all right, well, we might take you up on that offer. So maybe a week and a half before their date, Shannon reaches out. It's like, hey, I know we talked about this, and we hadn't talked about it since, but we'd love for you to do it if you can. And I'm like, okay. Told her what I needed. And I went and watched a couple of YouTube videos too, just to make sure I had what I think or what I thought should be proper in my head, right? We've all been to a wedding or two in our day, so you know, some are better than others. But up until that point, Aaron, I always thought the DJ, whoever is hired to do the job, is automatically doing the introductions. When I got into this, when I started doing my research, right now, all of a sudden, the Stephanie Zavala now with Front Nine. Now all of a sudden, it's about there's an MC sometimes, not just the DJ. Sometimes there's both. This is incredible. Okay, nonetheless, get the job done. I recorded the stuff in my closet at home, and it helped that I knew who was in the wedding party. Right, they're all bowlers except for a couple people that I didn't know, and got it done. Sent it to them. They liked it, and then I think Shannon or Carrie or both hit me up like the next day and just said how great everyone loved the intros, and people thought I was there. They were looking around because they recognized my voice, and I also introduced myself in the audio portion. Told a few jokes, one about Tommy Jones specifically. Guy shoots 300, Hall of Famer, then all of a sudden he's marrying people, which is just crazy. Jordan and Haley were in there, so I told the twins joke. It was great. Turns out that was it was a hit, Aaron.
How about that?
I think I want to make this a side job.
I was going to say we have to get a copy of that recording for sure.
I can do that. I can do that.
We're going to head over to Stephanie Zavala's pair. Now that Shannon got that first one, the 10th, she's going to be in the 260s. So quite a start. Let's make our way over there to 17 through 20. We'll get you the update on that final score there for Shannon Pluhowski. Daria Payuk up in the 9th. Miscue on the spare there, but still can get to 235. Stephanie Zavala is going to be up far right of your screen. Looking for 10. Oh, we're in business, folks. Oh. 10 for 10.
I love this energy here.
I can't get excited about this.
I'm on over 3.5.
You got to start somewhere. Stephanie Zavala, two-time champion. This year on tour, can she add one more? Oh.
It's got.
Front 10. Did have a 300 at the Summer Classic Series. Still has a few games here to try and connect for one. Shannon Pluhowski finished with 275, so I believe that makes it 745 out of the gates for her. But Zavala's going to have a nice number here through the first three games as well.
Wow. Wait, hold on, Aaron.
231, 232, 289 for Zavala. Was that plus 89? Gonna get all the way to plus 180 here.
Unrelated, Aaron. AJ Shock made the left and made the 3-4-10. Very interesting and intriguing lead we during Stephanie's run there.
See that 7 spare in the 9th frame for AJ? Crystal Elliott putting together a nice number. I'm intrigued about this wedding MC gig, though.
Oh,
I feel that would be.
I'm doing it.
I gotta ask though, if you happen to be already in someone's like wedding party though, and they ask you to do that, does that mean they don't have to pay you? Is that how that works?
I don't know. It depends on the person. Like, for example, if it was you, yeah, I'd do it.
See, that's the main reason I'm asking right now. Is just trying to.
Yeah,
I might let you DJ too if it's going to be.
No, I'm not going to do that. That's too important. A lot of pressure on the DJ. A lot of pressure on the wedding DJ. Man.
There's no Springsteen. That's the only rule.
Man, I sure hope you're a DJ when that time comes. Like, I would be prepared for someone to pay that man or woman some money under the table. So if you hear Springsteen, you know somebody slipped somebody a $50, $100.
Oh, see, that would be my plan though, is that if someone wanted to go that far, and plenty of my friends would, plenty of them would, I'd either make them pool their money because I would tell the DJ it'd be a ridiculous amount to have it happen. It's like if you didn't get tipped at least, it's 3 digits at least. Like, it's not happening. You're not doing that for 20. Not even 50. Summer with a nice 245 there as well. Crystal Elliott 246. Stephanie Zavala 289. Front 10. Daria continuing strong 235.
Anybody else out there getting married would be willing to allow me to test my skills?
Are you asking me? Or is this
No.
General question.
Group general
question. Okay.
I don't have a full-fledged wedding MC business as of yet. I think I need a few more opportunities before I go full force. See, it was a little bit easier because I knew again, as I mentioned, almost 90% of the wedding party. When you don't know everybody, and I'm not that witty, so I got to still work on my joke game.
The joke game is important.
It is. I nailed it on this one, but it was easy. It's going to be a little different when you don't know anybody.
That's where you need the review process at, where I think I give you a little something though too. If groomsman A is going to be a little little more on the serious side, maybe that's not where you take the bigger jabs at. But,
true.
if groomsman number 3, that's the one who enjoys a good joke or played a terrible prank on you at the bachelor party, then that's the one you have him get. So sounds like a plan. We could put this together.
All right, I've got there's a potential offer on the table. Let's spare there from Amber off camera.
Looks like we got 3 or 4 of the pairs or the channels with people should be coming to them soon.
Sure, JP. Just let me know. Is it happening soon? And now I'm just being curious about that. Congratulations. Unfortunately, Eric, no, as of yet. Thought that was going to work today. Might need a little bit more work. Speaking of live scoring, apologies for the inconvenience there. $10 years. Okay. So let me put that on my schedule. Put that on the calendar.
Moving into game number 4. Missy Parkin, Lindsay Boomershine, Karen Adolphson, Brianna Clemmer, Annalise O'Brien, Jordan Richard.
Early shot there. Good track from Adolphson. There's O'Brien. We'll get to see Lindsay Boomerstein. When I stepped away, it looks like there's all kind of business opportunities.
Indeed, EWJ. We do have a score update available here. After 3 games for B Squad, 19 games overall, Brianna Cote continues to lead. She's plus on the day. It's been above 200, but nothing too crazy score-wise from her just yet. 211, 204, 208, 23 over, now at plus 193. Daria Payuk at plus 183, just 10 pins back for the leader here on B Squad. Stephanie Zavala plus 180 after that 289, 752 out of the gates for her. Misty Parkin plus 152. Shayna Ung plus 132. Stephanie Johnson plus 113. Lindsay Boomershine plus 96. Shan Pluhowski 745 out of the gates for her. She's at plus 88. Shannon O'Keefe plus 63. Jordan Richard plus 61. Clara Guerrero plus 47. Daphne Tan 277 that game. Plus 13 now. She's got 731 so far this block to get to plus. And then the cut now. Tied for 23rd. That plus 4 number. Wendy and Sydney. With Brianna Clemmer just 1 pin back at plus 3. Jen Higgins at minus 35. Misaki Mukutani minus 43. Elise Bolton minus 48. Maria Bolanova 698 out of the gates for her. She's at minus 60. Deandra at minus 71. Shalyn Zolkeefly minus 73. Verity Crawley minus 79. New Way Finn minus 80.
Excuse me. Aaron, I was just looking at the standings again, and I mentioned this morning I mentioned Alexis Nair, and a pattern that certainly suited her game. She went 108 over, to be exact. But the first 2 days took its toll, unfortunately. It's a lot of pressure you got to put on yourself to overcome, unfortunately, the early days, which is just part of the process sometimes. Such a large gap right now between 20th and 21st, and that's going to change more than likely because of obviously B squad here. Blair in 20th at plus 47 at the moment, and Liz Colton in the books at plus 13.
Good question from Jennifer about the lighting situation this week. And Emil, being on site, you could probably talk to that a little bit more.
That is not a dumb question, Jennifer, by the way. They are not ring lights, but they are lights. The type of lights, I would have to ask Curtis specifically. I actually do have a ring light in front of me. Curtis is our lighting guru.
No doubt.
But I believe these were used, I want to say they used them at Junior Gold, I think. Maybe?
At Junior Gold, yep, for the stepladder finals in each of the age divisions.
Yep. And so they were already theoretically within the equipment and on the truck, so to speak, and they said, well, why not use them here? Mainly because just in the settee area, it is a little dark. Of course, on the lanes, very well lit. So they had them, JT and Curtis, when they were setting up this week, and gave them a try, and they worked well. I feel the lights used to be a very, I should say, a staple of back in JT's extra frame days. I feel like they always had lights on the settee. I saw a couple of notes and questions. I see Jeff asking about that as well. About Jordan Richards' switch to Roto Grip. I don't remember when, per se, but that did happen.
It was, I want to say mid-2020, because it was just a couple of weeks before the PBA League. She had made that switch. So I think that was in August or September. So only a couple of weeks before that.
Probably one of those things that, obviously you didn't get a chance to see Jordan much outside of, the PBA League, for example. Not a lot of, or no PWBA that year. So something that everyone would have noticed much earlier. Oh my. I just saw one of the worst things I've seen in a long time. So Verity Crawley, not sure those of you who may be watching her right now, 27 and 28, just left a pocket light 410. A light pocket 410. Jeremy, I have not seen any two-handers this week. Jen, someone asked us that earlier in the week. I said no. Well, I didn't know because I wouldn't get there. I wouldn't get to any of those places if they recommended them or not. But Chick-fil-A around the corner has been really good. What else do we have here? I haven't had it, but Mary's Pizza Shack across the street apparently it's really good. I've been here probably 4 times and still haven't tried it. So hopefully to get over there across the street before it's all said and done. Where else have I gone? Just tried Amy's drive-thru. They have veggie burgers, vegan burgers, burritos, pizza, a lot of different menu items. It was pretty solid.
Three in a row for Missy. Finding some momentum here late in game 4. Be halfway done with the block in just a couple of minutes.
Ryan's making me think here. That's a good question. Well, not a question, comment. That Sherry Tan is crazy. Only lefty to win since the relaunch. I think I remember seeing her win. Could be wrong. No, you're right. She did win.
Twice.
Correct. That other part, though, now I've got to think. You might be right on that, too.
I believe so.
Really makes you sit back and go, wow, like really? Man.
Yeah, I feel that's an accurate statement. Other players have made shows: Shannon Pluhowski, Angie Ramirez Perea, Amanda Fry at the Queens a couple years ago.
Yeah, there really haven't been a lot of lefties who have kind of made their presence felt, if you will. Besides Shannon Pluhowski, of course, Sherry Tan, Angie. There's got to be a couple more that are just leaving my mind right now. Big run here for Verity Crawley too, by the way. She's a weird 4-10 leave away from being potentially working on 290. Tonight I'm now going to just go scour all of the previous and past results, previous seasons, and think about all the lefties and try to remember them. Brian, I think you're referring to Danielle Henderson, I think. Yes, that is Danielle. Where Kyle did a fantastic thing. And surprised her with a couple of new pieces of equipment on the Brad and Kyle channel. Stephanie Zavala has also continued to throw really good shots. Unfortunately, she missed a couple of single pins. And it's going to cost her what could have been 230 at least. She could have been maxed at 215, 216 now. She's got to settle for potentially 190.
Verity getting ready to step up in the 10th frame. She can get to 254. Sapphire No Fuente finding some strikes once again on that same pair. She can shoot 279 this game. Clara can get to 236. Verity gets the first hit in the 10th.
BC. She's going to be making a nice run here, Aaron Smith.
Oh. See if we can get Sapphire No Fuente's 10th frame real quick here. Verity did finish off that 254. First shot of the 10th for Sapphire. Let's go. Third place finish at Junior Gold in the U12 division. That's right. The 12 and under division just a couple of years ago. 2018. And past success on the USA bowling stage as well. And out here doing her thing at the U.S. Women's Open. The front 8 earlier. Already at 253 this block.
He's so good, man. Super impressive.
Oh, let's go. Awesome stuff right here.
I'm not sure what her middle name is, but if it's what it says on her jersey, just takes the name to a completely different level.
What's that, Emil?
Phoenix. Sapphire Phoenix No Fuente. That could be the greatest name of all time.
Ball change for good measure. Oh, how about that? Sapphire No Fuente. 278. That's awesome. To go along with a 253 this block.
Chris, that is incredible. She's already dope. Got the game. She's got the name. And that just put it over the top. Phoenix.
And she totally has bragging rights that game over Verity Crawley.
She does. That she does.
All right, folks, game 5. Moving right along here. Taking a look across the house. Game number 5. 13 through 16, Brianna Cote, Katie Jensen, Jasriel Tan, Ashley Galante, Nue Fenn, and Elise Bolton. 17 through 20, Stephanie Johnson, Maria Belanova, Shayna Ung, Daphne Tan, Deandra Asbeatty, and Christy Leong. 21 through 24, Karen Adolphson, Lindsay Boomershine, Missy Parkin, Jordan Richard, Annalise O'Brien, Brianna Clemmer. 25 through 28, Roberta Van, Jennifer Hokersack, Shannon Pluhowski, Summer Jasmine, AJ Shock, and Daria Payuk. 29 through 32, Crystal Elliott, Stephanie Zavala, Clara Guerrero, Sapphire Nofuente, Verity Crawley, and Jen Higgins. 33 through 36, Johanna Puentes, Rocio Restrepo, Shalyn Solkeefly, Amber Wurs, Misaki Mukutani, and Shannon O'Keefe. Looks like Daria is north of plus 200. She kicks things off with a strike. Shannon Pluhowski up to plus 83.
I just got a better look at Shannon Pluhowski's jersey here. And everyone else for that matter. And so the Pluhowski is in black letters trimmed in yellow or gold with all the other word search names are basically the family. Gary, Christopher, Mama, Love, and there's one other name I can't figure out, but that's pretty cool. Hello, Lee. Jillian had a very good day today. She went 209 over today. Unfortunately, the previous two blocks just going to be, or I should say, a little too much to overcome. But she gave it a run today. Finished at minus 41.
Mr. Williams, I just did a refresh online. I'm seeing scores. By chance, did you go over them yet?
No, I was talking about Shannon Puhalski's jersey. I got more details on that.
Oh, nice.
And helping Lee with Julian Martin updates.
I'll knock those out of the park real quick.
That's right. Go forth and update.
Daria Payuk now leading B squad plus 219. She's 96 over for her first 4 games. Brianna Cote plus 192. Missy Parkin plus 166. Stephanie Zavala plus 163. Shayna Ung plus 120. Stephanie Johnson plus 101. Shannon Pluhowski plus 83. Jordan Richard plus 76. Lindsay Boomershine plus 75. Shannon O'Keefe plus 66. Clara Guerrero plus 61. Daphne Tan plus 19. They're actually in 20th and 21st place, so pretty big gap there at the moment. And then a couple players in A squad to wrap up the cut line. Still tied at 23rd place plus 4. Wendy Bater Jimenez and Sydney Brummett. Brianna Clemmer minus 2. First player out of the cut bowling the squad at the moment. Misaki Mukutani at minus 8. Deandra minus 14. 257 last game, making a big move. Maria Bolanova minus 15. Elise Bolton minus 23. And right on cue, Player of the Year candidate, Verity Crawley. 254 gets her to minus 25. Right into the mix. New Wei Fen minus 32. Jen Higgins minus 34. And then down to Shalyn Zulkifli at minus 60. So the number's still plus 4. But a lot of players threatening for one of those top spots. Or spots in the top 24, I should say. I think that top spot might be safe. Maria Balanova on the outside looking in. Strong start, 4 out of 5. Verity Crawley had the front 4 before a 9 out in the 5th. Max score 267 still available. AJ shocking the pins there. Messenger taken out. The 10 for 5 in a row.
In reference to Daria's wrist, I personally haven't seen anything that would lead me to believe something's wrong. I'm not saying there isn't or that there is. I'm saying that I haven't personally seen anything that would lead me down that direction. Outside of course, she's taped up. But as Tabitha mentioned, if there is something there, she is working her way through it.
Definitely want to be taking care of yourself in between blocks here, knowing what's coming up in the next 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long week. So she may be experiencing some discomfort.
16 games coming up for advancers both on on Sunday and Monday. By the time we get to our 56 game totals. Oh. Just rude, 9-pin. Just rude. Zavala back to her striking ways here in game number 5. Had an open in the 3rd, but everything else strikes. Verity Crawley, similar situation, 6 out of 7. Just the one miscue on the single pin. Johanna Puentes working on a 5-bagger after starting with a spare.
Berta Van's been putting in some work this game. Her score should be higher, in all honesty. Some Jasmine with a strike. Oh, and did you know that Roberta Van was a Hall of Famer? Or is?
I did not.
She is part of the Southern LA County USBC Hall of Fame.
I feel they don't joke around there in Southern LA with their bowling.
No, Jason Thomas would know all about that.
He would.
Superior performance. I'll give you another one. You know what college she went to? Or bowled at?
I do not.
Cal State Fullerton.
Cal State Fullerton. There we go.
You know who else bowled at Cal State Fullerton?
Missy Parkin.
That is correct. I got one more for you to complete it, which I didn't know actually. She's bowling on the squad right now. Oh wait, no. Wait, that might be a lie. She is bowling on the squad right now.
Are you saying there's one other person on this squad who went to Cal State Fullerton?
Yes. Pretty cool angle when you think about it. Actually, now that I just learned who the third player was.
Well, based off of location and timing, I'd have to guess Christy Leong, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Correct, and well done. Good night, JP. I honestly forgot that we're on the Pacific time this week. It is 10:06 where you are. Wilhowski, by the way, Aaron shot, as you know, 224. That was up that 195 quickly.
Some other big games from across the house. Maria Balanova stepping up in the 10th frame. She can get to 256. Connects for the first one. Nice 241 from Annalise O'Brien. Lucy Parkin can get to 237. Savala with 242. Clara Guerrero, 247. Verity can get to 246 this game.
Yeah, there's some striking going on that high end, including Johanna Puentes.
Actually, let's head over there for her 10th frame.
Let's do it.
So Johanna's going to be up after Rocio. Takes care of the single pin, 204. Shalyn Zulkifli can get to 217. Johanna a little bit farther back here, minus 279. A chance for a little excitement here to end game 5. Oh. We still got it, Emil.
Well,
whatever it may be. Unfortunately. Misaki Mukatani is going to get plus after this game. Nice 256 there from Johanna. Misaki in the 220s. She can get to the 230s here with one more. Shannon O'Keefe's going to move up to plus 70. Phil Misaki is a player you don't want to see lined up in match play.
No, I would agree.
Right.
I was like an oxymoron the way that came out. Sorry.
She's going to get to plus 27 here. That number is on the move. So we're heading into game 6 next. I think let's watch Verdi Crawley this game.
That's a good idea.
13, 14, 15, 16.
In reference to Rocio's game, yeah, that was a perfect game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Today, that's not getting you up the standings. Not it will, but not at the rate it would have yesterday. Tim, we hadn't had that. Whoever asked that, I apologize. I think conversation about the cut number yet. We hadn't got into it, but we're in the back half now. It's a good time to do it.
So we'll have Clara Guerrero, Stephanie Zavala, Crystal Elliott, Jen Higgins, Sapphire Nofuente, and Verdi Crawley, who's now plus 21. Just 3 to go, folks. Which means it's only 2 until the giveaway. First look at Crawley. Here in game 6. Takes care of business. Jen Higgins, of course, with the big victory earlier this month. The International Bowling Campus Classic, part of the Summer Classic Series, her first career PWBA Tour title. Really put on phenomenal performance in that stepladder final, running the ladder, averaging better than 250. Score update. Now available after 5 games here today. 21 overall for B squad. New leader on the squad, Stephanie Zavala at plus 205. Daria Payuk at plus 200. Brianna Cote plus 185. Missy Parkin plus 164. Your top 4 on the squad. Clara Guerrero plus 108. Shannon Pluhowski plus 107. Stephanie Johnson plus 105. Shayna Ung plus 98. Jordan Richard plus 83. Lindsay Boomershine plus 79. Shannon O'Keefe at plus 70 in 20th place. How about the squad right now for Maria Bolanova?
Yeah.
199 over for 5. She's now at plus 41 and 21st place. Misaki Mukutani plus 27. She's having a nice block as well. And then in the mix, 23rd place, plus 21, 160 over for the block. Verity Crawley. The number is plus 13, Liz Culkin. Next up in B squad, Brianna Clemmer minus 9, Daphne Tan minus 11, Deandra at minus 18, New Wei Fen at minus 27, Elise Bolt minus 42, Shalin Zulkifli minus 43. Jen Higgins, minus 47. And don't sleep on Crystal Elliott here. She's putting together a solid round, and how about a front five to add on top of it? She's at minus 69. She's 115 over today.
Someone mentioned her in the chat, and I talked about her yesterday and really throughout the week. Just how solid she is, her game, the credentials. You know, from a collegiate perspective, when you have the reigning Division I most valuable player, and also part of the reigning NCAA bowling champions, it's like you would want a player like that to come out and test the skills, right, at the U.S. Women's Open. And not only is she testing them, but she's now going to give herself a chance to advance to extended play. Maria Aaron is just, I think we talked about her throughout the season. Before the season started, that was someone who we anticipated to have some level of success, and certainly contend for Rookie of the Year. And it started out a bit slow for her this season, but I feel like she is really kind of started to get things together these last, 3 to 4 events, I feel. Was finished runner-up in the regional, is that right? Third?
She did. She bowled fantastic in the regional stepladder final as well. Won her first 2 matches before falling to Taylor Bailey. But I feel it's one of those things when you kind of looked at this rookie class as far as it being pretty darn strong overall. And, I felt from early on, from seeing her compete for the first time, that Maria is going to be a contender out here on the PWBA tour. Just kind of had that it factor already, even way back in 2017. I remember seeing her in person for Vanderbilt at the NCAA Women's Bowling Championships, anchoring that team as a freshman. And you just saw the confidence, the shot-making ability, and she could put a rev or two on it too. She can open the lanes up like few can out here. And another player where the rest of the PWBA tour should be on the lookout if she once she gets rolling out here. I think a player with just a matter of time is going to be a PWBA tour champion.
Without question. Without question. Multi-time. Speaking of Vanderbilt, I saw another Vanderbilt alum hanging out around here today.
I did see a photo with, was that Kristen Kwa?
It was.
How about that? Still may be a record holder at the Queens, I believe. Highest 5-game block. I think that approached 1,300.
That's a lot of pins right there.
So Zavala 6 in a row now. Crystal with the spare. She can still get into the 250s after the 4-9 ended her run. And the 6. Shannon O'Keefe up to 6 in a row. That'll kind of be the exclamation mark on her solidifying herself in the top 24. Jazriel Tan can still shoot 280 this game. Brianna Cote, 268. Maria B. Still striking. She's got 266 out there. Stepping up in the 7th. O'Keefe with the front 6. It's over on 17 through 20 if anybody wants to check it out.
'21 and 22 is also a good pair right now. Cote, max score 268. Eddie Jensen, max score 256. Asriel Tan is on strike spare 5-bagger.
Clara doesn't get the lean on the 10. 228 her max right now. Sapphire. Yeah, that release is going to be trouble for in a couple of years.
She's 15, bro.
Going to be trouble in a couple of years. Nice bounce back shot there from Crystal after the miscue on the single pin. 234, still a nice number.
I'll take it.
Verity Crawley.
Looks determined.
She really, really, really likes bowling a lot of games. That's what I found out during the Summer Classic Series. That's her favorite thing. Bowling as many games as possible.
Is that true, or are you being facetious?
No, she really said that during one of the interviews we had with her.
Not shocked by that.
She said, "I just want to keep bowling."
That's someone who truly, truly loves the sport.
100%. Savala now in the 260s.
Someone in the chat earlier, I think, said the player of the year was on 15 and 16. I just don't remember if it was this game. They said that.
Oh, it was this game. It was this game. There was energy out there. I liked it.
So clearly they're referring to Verity Crawley, right? I mean, unless who else is on? I mean, Sapphire is not going to be player of the year. Not yet. In a couple of years. Okay. I like that energy as well. Okay, I see what you're saying. Interesting in the way Shayna Ong is playing the lanes. She seems to be just kind of going right up the oil line around 13-ish or so.
Winner here at the Sonoma County Open in 19. Shayna Ung was. I wouldn't mind checking out that pair next game.
Yeah.
She's also matched up with Maria Bolanova, who's on pace for another big game. Has 246 out there. Shayna can get to 257. Stephanie Johnson also on that pair in position to make the cut. So Savala, though, she's going to get to plus 284 now, move into second place solely. Mentioned O'Keefe had the front six. She left a single pin in the seventh. Covered that up, pair of strikes, so she can shoot 279 this game. Missy Parkin can shoot 278. Daria had 220. She'll improve to plus 220. $256 out there for Crawley, and that's going to potentially put her at plus 77. When we talked to Matt McNeil earlier, he talked about plus 50 kind of being that number where you're keeping your shoes on. And with the way things have been going, and with such a gap from, and that's going to change too with Bolanova having a big game, but such a big gap between the scores in the books right now. Diana Zavyalova at plus 75, all the way down to Liz Kulkin, who is probably not going to be holding on to a spot here with plus 13. I think when we talk about cut number, it's just who falls in between there. O'Keefe's going to go ahead of DZ. Bolanova's going ahead of DZ. Faraday didn't get that second hit, so she's not going to get there this game, but based on current trends, certainly pass her next game. One of the players on the outside looking in, Masaki Mukutani. It's going to be in the 180s. So she's going to give a few pins back. She'll actually fall out of the current cut line. Oh, maybe not. She'll go below Culkin, but depending on if anyone else was able to make a run here.
Aaron, the reigning player of the year. Fired off 268.
It's a nice number. That'll get her to plus 138. Missy Parkin had 267. $239 for Jordan Richard. Game 7. Coming up next.
Daphne Tan trying to make a run out here, too. She's going to get to plus.
She's going to be right in the mix.
The interest out 192. So she'll be at minus 26 with a couple to go.
Speaking of Daphne Tan, get her full shot. $215 means plus 4. That ever busy plus 4 mark. Elise Bolton, Ashley Galante, and New Wave Fenn up on 25 and 26. Stephanie Johnson, Shayna Ung, and Maria Bolanova will be joining on 27 and 28 in just a moment. Shayna Ung up to plus 155, it looks like. Stephanie Johnson at plus 108. Looks like Maria Balanova in the plus 70 range. New Wave Fenn, plus 16. Oh, excuse me. She's got the 17, so she's actually minus 1. So kind of just looking at the scoreboard for those. All right. Scores now available after 22 overall games for our competitors on B squad. 6 games this block in the books on our 46-foot condition. Leading, goodness. Long day. Leading the way. There we go. Stephanie Zavala for B squad, second overall to Sherry Tans, plus 413. Stephanie, the way she's been tossing at this block, though, that's technically within reach. Sherry's 413, but Stephanie Zavala plus 284. Brianna Cote 247 that last game to get to plus 232. Missy Parkin 267 last game to get to plus 231. Daria Payuk plus 220. Shayna Ung plus 155. Once again, this is just players on B squad. Shannon O'Keefe after 268, now at plus 138. Clara Guerrero plus 126. Shannon Pluhowski plus 124. Jordan Richard plus 122. Stephanie Johnson plus 108. Lindsay Boomershine plus 86 and 18th place overall. Maria Bolanova 234 over for the block. Now at plus 76. Verity Crawley in 22nd place. Plus 66. Liz Culkin actually moves up a spot. Plus 13. Misaki Mukutani, 183 last game, falls to plus 10. She is the current cut number. So the current number plus 10. 3 folks are plus 4 just outside of the cut, including Daphne Tan, who is currently on the lanes right now. New Wei Fen, who we're watching right now, is at minus 1. Brianna Clemmer, minus 6. Deandra Asbeatty at minus 26. Jen Higgins, minus 41. Shalyn Zulkifli, minus 48. Krista Elliott, minus 55. Elise Bolton, minus 60. Then a bit of a jump to Rocio at minus 103. No, it's your day when you're tripping fours like that. Maria Bolanova, early 4-bagger. New Wei Finn, however, at minus 1. Too many red circles here to kick things off. It's made 1 split so far, but looking at a 3rd open potentially. She finds a way to run down to a 10. So there's still that pretty sizable gap. Culkin in the books at plus 13. It's whether Daphne Tan, New Wei Finn, Brianna Clemmer, Deandra, what can they do in these final 2 games? Shayna Ung, 5 for 5. Bringing the heat this game. Another player a little bit farther back in the minus 50 range. Crystal Elliott starts off with the front 5 again. She's on 15 and 16. Misaki this game starting pair of spares and a double. Daphne Tan, spare 3-bagger, looking at another spare here. Brianna Clemmer clean through 5. No doubles yet, though. Mark, you are correct. Deandra, front 5. On that same pair with Daphne Tan. Getting ready to step up, looking for 6. So a few players threatening. New Wei Fen with a strike in the 6th. 63 in the 5th, though. Really going to have to work at the back half of this game. Just keep herself close for the cut. Still going to have a chance regardless, but obviously you'd much rather want to shoot 210 to get above there versus 250 or 260. Shayna. 6 for 6. Lanova after the trip 4 last time up on that lane through the nose 3-6. Her string of strikes ends at 5. Krista Elliott got stopped in the 6th frame as well. Daria just threw a massive messenger. Stephanie Zavala still striking a little bit out there. 240s max for her. Verity slowed down a little bit this game. Through the first couple of frames. Misaki now 4 in a row after the pair of spares to start. Deandra did not get the strike in the 6th. 9 spare, however. Clemmer turned in a double. Looking to make it 3 in a row in the 7th.
Getting serious, Aaron. Shout out to my guy, Jim Brandolino, too, Bob.
Shane is just... Give him the heater, Ricky.
Yeah, I told you, man. She
was just firing it.
Just right up like 13, 14. I mean, just hugging the shim.
Seven for 7.
I mean, we've seen her ball roll, obviously. And she can do a few different things where she can go really straight on any part of the lane and then also circle it as well if necessary. But she's always tended to have like this end over end roll, a little bit more forward. And I always was impressed that she could get the utmost carry. I mean, she can do some things that others can't, man. It's pretty cool. It's always a good sign when you got one trick or two that no one else does. And it helps when you win here.
I'm curious if she has the when we talked to Sherry about the new lanes here, she mentioned she was not too big of a fan of them, so she was happy to see the new lanes. But apparently Shayna getting pretty comfortable. She's been near the top of the leaderboard all 3 days now, and yeah, we're there, folks. We started here though. We started on this pair. I'm just saying. Ten pin does not go for New Wave Fen there. With the spare, her max 192, so she's going to be presumably still on the outside looking in. Krista Elliott can still shoot 268. That would get her to plus. Saki added another one, 5 in a row now. Daphne Tan can shoot 269. Deandra can shoot 279. What you got, Shayna? Oh.
This is the one. It's happening. It's happening here. This is the game. This is it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It would be huge for Deandra to finish her game.
She's up in the 9th right now. Added another one, Daphne Tan, with a split in the 8th. Drops her max down to 234. Stays clean. She's in the 2 teens. That would put her ahead of Culkin. But Deandra, she had another big game this block, I believe, a little bit earlier. I think she had a 257 in there. Currently at minus 26.
Here's Shayna Ung. Hit shot. Oh,
Let's get it.
wow.
All right, folks, we're back at it. 10 for 10.
Yeah, Carrie.
Lanova was looking for 270s there as well. She'll have to settle for max of 257.
All right, on coming up, right side of your screen. Front 10. Being the first person to get to that opportunity to get there for perfection. Here it is. Bang.
Let's go, Shayna.
All right. This is it, Aaron. This is the one. Still here for the over. It's like Neo, except she is the one. This is it. Shayna Ung for perfection. Oh. Three, 6, Aaron Smith, but nonetheless the highest game of the tournament thus far.
298. Going to be making a big move all the way up to plus 253.
Boy, I would be concerned. From the rest of the field.
Team Singapore, a lot of firepower up at the top of that leaderboard right now.
I would be concerned. You don't want to get Shayna Ung lined up, man. I'll be watching this practice session tonight. And take a few notes.
New Wei Fen, 170 with a strike on her fill. Heading in the wrong direction with one to go. Brianna Clemmer is going to be in the 220s. 224, her max. She was -6, so she's going to get to +18. She's going to pass Culkin. And then this is where it starts to get real fun. Aspady, 256. She's going to jump all the way up to +30. Daphne Tan can get to 214 still. That would put her to +18. Misaki. She's going to be in the 240s. She's going to get to that +50 range. So this very big gap is between squads is going to make guessing this final number anybody's ball game. Zavala 225. She's going to get north of +300. Krista Elliott's going to shoot potentially 248 this game. She's already in the 230s. Got the second hit in the 10th. Crystal Elliott's going to be less than -10.
Aaron, I'm going to do my best for you. Of course, without we don't have live scoring, so I will be live scoring for you.
Well, folks.
Uh-oh. Oh.
We've hit that moment.
Oh.
Game 8 of 8 rolls across your screen. Which means it's time to rock out a raffle. Giveaway coming up.
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm just playing.
Folks, if you're joining us for the first time, interested in how these raffles work, these giveaways, they're very simple. You'll see a prompt in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. It's going to say a giveaway will begin soon. Watch here to participate. It'll count down for 60 seconds. After that, a new prompt will show up saying the giveaway has begun. And there will be a submit entry button. All you got to do is click on that. You'll be entered for a chance to win a Bowl TV t-shirt. One lucky viewer is going to be taking it home. And while we're patiently waiting for bowling, let's go ahead and get that out there in the world. So best of luck, everybody. One lucky viewer taking home a Bowl TV t-shirt. Wait for that submit entry button. If you are watching in full screen mode, we do suggest you go ahead and take it out of full screen. Make sure you can see the Bowl TV chat and all the good folks in there as well. But wait for that submit entry button. Good luck, everybody. We'll be right back with game number 8 in just a second. But giveaway time. Let's go. All right, as we wait for the start of Game 8 here, giveaway doing its thing. Let's bring in the third member of our crew, Curtis Von Kruger. There he is, folks.
Good
KVK.
evening. Good evening, guys. It's been a busy day, and as you guys probably have already talked about, the number is moving, and it's moving a lot. There was a lot of dead space between Liz Culkin and the next position, which was Verity Crawley. But with a couple of really big games by some players, Masaki Mukatani is going to bowled a really good one. Deandra Spady is going to move in the number, and then Daphne Tan is also going to pass up Liz Culkin. So the number looks like it's going to be 30 right now, and that's with Deandra Spady. So the number can jump up even more this next game, depending on what happens. Brianna Klimmer is going to be an individual you want to watch. Daphne Tan is going to be an individual you want to watch. Deandra Spady as well. And of course, Verity Crawley's got to make sure that she bowls something well to maintain herself in that cut number as well. Luckily, there's some space there for some players, so they don't need to shoot really huge games. But the number is definitely on the move. It looked like it was going to stall there for a second, and then some really big games by some players that were out of that cut, really going to jump it up a lot. It seems as though they've broken this pattern down really, really well. There are some really, really high numbers, and a lot of players have really found a lot of success with it. Maria Balanova shooting a wonderful round right now. Stephanie Zavala is really, really crushing them as well. Missy Parkin. The list goes on and on with really great numbers, this particular squad. So I'm going to keep my nose to the grindstone here, get you guys some updates as we narrow down this cut to the top 24. It's moving and shaking. This is their last opportunity. Let's see what happens.
That's right, Curtis. Let's go.
I'm ready. I am ready, guys. This is, it's a big, a lot of work up to get to this point right here. And the interesting thing is the cashier's round. If you get this cut, you're automatically in the top 24, right? Because of the way the numbers have worked out. So, a little extra motivation. You're getting a check. You're moving into match play, and you are still alive for that $100,000 first prize. It's got to be. This is a pretty high stakes game at this point for these players right now.
100%, Curtis, and with 720, I believe that's the number bonus pins out there. Entering match play, everybody is going to have a shot at this top 5 throughout the course of those 24 games. So as soon as we get an official score update, we will take a look around the house, make sure we're going back and forth as business continues to pick up. Verity Crawley here on 25 and 26. Starting with a double, she's at plus 59. So she's done the work through the first 7 games to get herself in position. Just needs one more good game to hold on here. Taking a look across the house as far as some of those players right in the mix for the cut. We talked about Crystal Elliott. She's put together some big games this block. 23 and 24. She's on the outside looking in. We're watching Verity right now ahead of the number. Misaki is on 29 and 30. New Wei Fen would need a pretty big game right here. She's on 33 and 34. Deandra's on 13 and 14. Clemmer on 17 and 18.
Here we go, Aaron.
Taking a quick look around the house. Daphne Tan and Deandra on the same pair. Daphne, early three-bagger after a spare in the first. Deandra has exchanged strikes and spares so far through the first four. She is getting up in the fifth frame, looking for her first double over on 13 and 14. She does get it. Clemmer, spare, strike, spare. So far for Brianna. Out of the mix, but putting together some strikes here in the early going. AJ Schock, front five. Crystal Elliott. Pair of spares, double. Clara Guerrero, front five. Misaki missed a single pin to start this game. Spare, strike. Another spare, though. New Wei Fen, early open.
All right, fresh out the press in hand. In my hand. Standings after 23 games. I'm going to start from the top as the strikes continue. By the time I get done, we'll probably have 800 front sevens. Okay. Obviously, Sherry Tan still in the lead, but Stephanie Zavala at the plus 309 in second. Shayna Ong third at plus 253. Daria Payok fourth at plus 239. Missy Parkin fifth at plus 231. Liz Johnson is sixth. She bowled this morning. Plus 225. Brianna Cote is seventh at plus 223. And there's a little dip after that. Shannon O'Keefe has moved into eighth plus 151. Danielle McEwen there from this morning in ninth at plus 150. Jordan Richard is 10th at plus 146. There's Maria Bolanova 11th at plus 133. Clara Guerrero is 12th at plus 127. Dasha Kovalova is 13th at plus 118. Taylor Bolti is 14th at plus 115. Those two both this morning. Shayna Pluhowski, 15th at plus 111. Second lefty so far here in the top 24. Valerie Bercier from this morning at plus 101 and 16th. Josie Barnes, 17th at plus 91. Stephanie Johnson is 18th at plus 89. Birgit Norweiss, 19th at plus 84. 20th, Diana Zavyalova, plus 75. Again from this morning, Lindsay Boomershine, 21st, plus 75. Verity Crawley, 22nd, plus 59. Masaki Okatani, 23rd at plus 53. Your cut number right now, 24th, Deandra Asbeatty, plus 30, plus 30. As Aaron mentioned, a tie for 25th, plus 18. Liz Culkin, of course, cannot control her situation. She's at plus 13 and 27th, and would need a lot of help, as would Wendy Brachet Jimenez at plus 4, and Sydney Brumman at plus 4 and 28th. Crystal Elliott, however, 30th at minus 7. New Way Finn, 33rd at minus 31. Jen Higgins, minus 39 in 35th. I think realistically, Jen Higgins is the last player from this squad to have a chance. Elise Bolton is 40th at minus 88.
Taking a look at some of those players. Lindsay Boomershine, clean through 5, no doubles. Deandra is on a 2-0 pace right now. Daphne Tan on the outside looking in. Can still shoot 269 this game. That's over on 13 through 16. Brianna Clemmer, 3-bagger, middle of the game right now. Her max score 270. Daria Payuk in good shape, but 290 still out there for her. Crystal Elliott, 278 still out there.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be something else.
Crystal Elliott about to wreck somebody's plans and bring in more recruits to Nebraska at the same time.
Misaki right now is the one player who's in this mix who is not keeping pace. She had an open to start. It stayed clean. No doubles, though. 188 pace. However, a max score 238 still out there.
What lane she on there?
She's on 29 through 32. 29-30 specifically. New Wave Fenn. 226 her max. I don't think that's going to be enough. With Verity doing what she needs to do, I think the next move is to take a look at Deandra and Daphne over on 13. Jen with that split as well, probably going to be out of it. So I think let's take a look first at Daphne and Deandra. Also got Lindsay once again ahead of the number. So still needs Can't let this game get away from her, but doing everything she needs to do so far. I think more than likely, filling frames here, she'll be in decent spot. But this is crazy. I mean, if Daphne Tan continues to strike, Brianna Clemmer continues to strike, Krista Elliott continues to strike, all of a sudden that plus 75 for Diana might get a little scary. Daphne Tan with another one. Does it get that high? There's Deandra, ninth frame. Oh. $218. The best she can get to is plus 48 right now. Daphne Tan in position to go around that. Clemmer still striking as well, over on 17 and 18. 270 still her max score. That will get her to plus 88. She'd get ahead of a few scores in the books already as well. Not only DZ, but Birgit Norreichs if she's able to strike out. Crystal Elliott, her max score now 255. That would get her to plus 48, which is the max of what Deandra can get to.
I'm just being honest with you, Aaron. I think Crystal Elliott's going to be in. The game's not over. But
Verity can still shoot 258 this game. 9th and 10th left to go for her. So if she stays clean, that's 220s. That gets her ahead of Diana. Daphne with the ring 10.
could be a herder.
.248, her max score. Be plus 66. Once again, she's in position to get ahead of Deandra. Misaki is the wild card at the moment. She did find a late three-bagger. She can shoot 217. That will get her to plus 70. So Boomershine, she could find a double in here. That would be huge. Delivers in the 8th. This is high energy math right now. Clemmer did not strike in the 9th frame. 247 her score. That will get her to plus 65. Deandra got the first one in the 10th. 218 still out there. Here's the second one.
Push.
Oh. That might not be enough here.
Good Lord.
The way things are trending, that might not be enough. Crystal Elliott got the strike in the 9th. 255 still out there. She's in position to go ahead of Deandra as well. Plus 38 in the books for D. Clemmer did not get the first hit in the 10th. 10 pin for her, 236. I mean, plus 54 now, her max. Crystal Elliott getting ready to step up in her 10th frame. That's on 23 and 24. First shot of the 10th for Daphne. Oh, trips the 4. That keeps plus 60 in play.
4 pin for Crystal Elliott and first shot 10th frame.
235. That's not going to be enough. She won't even get past Deandra. We got folks passing D. So I think Crystal Elliott's valiant run here is going to be stopped right there.
Thought she was going to be in. She's got one of the best looks in the building.
She's had a phenomenal day.
She ended with 262 yesterday, so it's that carry right on over.
Misaki 206. She's at plus 59 in the books. Lindsay doing what she needed to do. Daphne needs this to go around to Misaki as well. There's the double. She's around her.
She's underrated.
Clemmer went 36. She's at plus 54. Might be 59. Misaki might be the number here. Verity's going to be in the 230s. So she's approaching, going to be in that plus 90 category. Lindsay secures her spot.
Plus 92. $92 for Verity. 233.
So unless anyone who is Stephanie Johnson, where's Steph at? Uh-oh. Stephanie is in the 10th frame finishing up. She's going to fall out. She just shot 159.
I was just about to say. I didn't see that happening at all.
That puts her at 48.
Whoa. So, Boomer, Sherman, Crawley, Mukatani, Tan, Daphne.
So I have two falling out. Steph and Deandra with Daphne, and then Clemmer getting to plus 54. I think that's the new number.
Wow.
So we will obviously be sticking around waiting to verify the number when it's all said and done. But the unofficial Bowl TV number at the moment, plus 54, Brianna Clemmer.
Round 3 of the U.S. Women's Open. Ladies, please add up those score sheets, turn them into the front counter. We will get the scores verified and updated and announce who will advance to our top 24. Soon as we announce, we will recondition the athletes for our. That concludes round 3 of the U.S. Women's Open. Score sheets. Ladies, please add up those score sheets, turn them into the front counter. As you can. We will get the scores verified and updated and announce who will advance to our top 24. Soon as we announce, we will recondition the lanes for our warm-up session. So again, please add up those score sheets and turn them into the front counter as soon as you can. Thank you.
All right, folks, as we mentioned, we're going to be sticking around for a minute here. Verify this cut number. So don't go anywhere just yet.
Boy, man, that did not end the way we expected it to.
Well, if that is the case, never fun to see folks who have worked so hard throughout the course of the event to fall out in the final game, but we will see.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have our top 24 qualifiers. Tournament leader at plus 413 is Sherry Tan. In fifth at plus 234, oh, excuse me, I'll go down the line. Second, Stephanie Zavala. Qualifying third, Daria Payok. In fourth, Missy Parkin. Qualifying fifth at plus 234, Shayna Ung. And sixth, Liz Johnson. Qualifying seventh, Brianna Cote. In eighth, we have Clara Guerrero. Qualifying ninth, Shannon O'Keefe at plus 157. 10th, Danielle McEwen. In 11th, Maria Bolanova. Qualifying 12th, Shannon Polhowski. And 13th, Dasha Kovalova. Qualifying 14th, Taylor Bultice at plus 115. 15th, Lindsay Boomershine. Qualifying 16th, Jordan Richard. 17th, we have Valerie Bercier. In 18th, Verity Crawley. Qualifying 19th at plus 91 is Josie Barnes. And 20th, Birgit Norreich. 21st, Diana Zavialova. 22nd, Daphne Tan. And 23rd, Masaki Mukutani. And your 24th and final qualifier at plus 54, Brianna Clemmer. Brianna Clemmer is your 24th qualifier plus 54. Congratulations, ladies. We will begin our fourth practice session in approximately 30 minutes. If I could have Stephanie Johnson to the front counter, please. Stephanie Johnson. All right, bowling fans, our competition will continue tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Hope to see everybody back here tomorrow at 10 a.m.
All right, we heard the number officially in the books now at plus 54. That is Brianna Clemmer again at plus 54. Someone who did not have to think about whether or not she was going to make it. That was Stephanie Zavala, and she is kind enough to join us for a little bit here on Bowl TV. Steph, first of all, congratulations on an excellent day. Man, you went out there and did your thing. You get to plus 309 overall. What was working for you today on this pattern 3?
So this pattern was pretty much in my wheelhouse. I was able to start around 13, 14 at the arrows, which is always where I feel the most comfortable. And I just went very left with that from the get-go.
Nicely done on the music control there, Emil, by the way. Stephanie, obviously this has been quite a season for you, and this is the second major championship we've seen you at where you're essentially sitting right at the top of the leaderboard after the first couple of rounds after a great showing at the Queens during qualifying. What has it been about these tough patterns at these major championships that you've been able to thrive on so far this season?
I think it's just been a matter of I've been really good at keeping my head on straight, even through like the good and the bad shots. I keep a level. I don't let my emotions get too high or low, and so that makes dealing with these difficult patterns a little easier.
Emil, you're handling everything out there. I like it.
We do what we got to do. Continue on.
Sorry, I never know where to look.
Look at that camera. That's
Got
you.
it.
That's you.
Stephanie, kind of after the excitement that everybody had on the 40-foot pattern, just tell us, obviously you mentioned you felt this pattern was going to be in your wheelhouse, but just talk about how different it is after 8 games on an absolutely brutal condition to come back and just have something worth a little room. Just tell the folks at home just how different that feels, knowing that all of a sudden you got, instead of having, one board to work with, you got, 2 or 3 maybe. And just how big of a difference is that out here with the caliber of players out here as well?
Yeah, my goodness. I mean, it's like the weight is lifted off your shoulders because yesterday we did not have, a board left or a board right. And so to come in here knowing we had a little bumper room, it was so freeing. Like it was easier to make good quality shots and, you're actually getting rewarded for them now as opposed to yesterday where you paid the price big time if you threw a bad one and your good shots were, flat 10s.
At this point in the season, a multi-time titleist, of course, as well, and you continue to put yourself in positions to win. Has it sunk in yet at all for you? Are you still just kind of rolling through the season like nothing's happened?
I'm trying to pretend like nothing's happened, but obviously it's on my mind. Like I'm having a good season, but you know what? There's still this big one that I really, really want to check off my list. So if I can just keep doing what I'm doing, I'm really hoping for the best this week.
Any early thoughts on pattern 4? And I'm sorry if Aaron asked you that early.
No, not at all, because I was not one of the overachievers who practiced on that practice day. So I looked at the graph. I have an idea, but you know what? We're going to take advantage of the hour that we're going to get in a second.
Oh, that was going to be my next question to see. Stephanie, we will let you get ready for that opportunity to get ready for the 16 games, technically the 32 games left remaining on that 42-foot condition. So excellent bowling to get to this point. We look forward to seeing your run through match play as well, and hopefully another stepladder finals appearance in the near future for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Stephanie. All right, folks. Stephanie Zavala there joining us, moving all the way into second place today. She has just been an absolute machine at majors so far. The Queens, obviously, with two different aspects to that tournament. The head-to-head match play portion of it didn't go the way she would have liked, but with the challenging conditions, the demanding conditions at majors, she has proven that there is no pattern too difficult out there for her.
Yeah, she keeps on. Not that she's defying any sort of odds at all, but when you think about still that she is a rookie and the success that she's had thus far, I think it's pretty clear, man, when we always talk about it, especially with her, when she can see what she likes, and she's also still showing and adding versatility to her game as well. Someone that mentioned earlier, there was a game where she had unfortunately missed 3 single pin or 3 10 pins specifically. Didn't let it phase her. Got right back on the train the next game and handled business. So this pattern 4 definitely will be interesting for many reasons. One, we'll get a first look at it, or I guess a second look, but really a first look, and we'll be intently focused on what's actually happening, especially with the group that will be practicing as well. So it's going to be quite interesting, Aaron, as we continue on. But really, really good kudos and congrats to Stephanie as she continues to show what she can do here on the PWBA tour.
Certainly so. And folks, once again, the number plus 54, Brianna Clemmer, 236 that final game to end up getting the job done to advance. And talking about, Stephanie's goal, Rookie of the Year, being one of them, Brianna Clemmer making this cut might just keep her in the mix a little bit longer in this race. But Stephanie's still ahead. But Brianna getting that final spot, she's going to get 32 more games. A chance to improve that position here at the second major of the year. But folks, with that, we're going to go ahead and sign off for this evening. So as always, a big thank you to everyone for joining us here. Big thanks to the USBC and BPAA and their board of directors for their continued support of the PWBA Tour and great short duration events here like the U.S. Women's Open. Kegel, the official lane maintenance provider, they're still working late here, putting the pattern out one more time so the players can get a look at pattern number 4. Of course, for our athletes, for their continued dedication to their craft out here. This is the U.S. Women's Open, another major event, and they're putting on a major performance. So we're thankful to them for their just continued dedication out there. The Bolt TV audience, we had another good time with y'all. Looking forward to it again tomorrow and Monday before we get to the CBS Sports Network final. Got some more giveaways planned for you. So we got those bowling balls coming up, so don't go too far. We'll see you in the next couple of days as well. So thank you for your continued support of Bowl TV. For the staff at Double Decker Lanes, the PWBA and USBC short duration staff on site, the support here from the International Bowling Campus and the Bowl TV crew, Matt Cannizzaro, Jason Thomas, Curtis Von Kruger, Emil Williams Jr., I'm Aaron Smith. We're signing off from the U.S. Women's Open, but we'll see you tomorrow. We're going to be starting an hour earlier. It's going to be 1 p.m. Eastern, the start time tomorrow, so be sure to write that down, 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow for the 4th round before we get to match play. 4th pattern going to be out there. So be sure to check us out. We'll be there all day Sunday. So thanks again for joining us here. We'll see you soon. And remember, on Bowl TV, bowling lives here.